Hi there, I'm Marianne from dynamicproposals.nz, and I believe any business can write a better business proposal, and I'm here to tell you how. Today, I'm going to give you an easy template to use for responding to RFPs. First, check that the buyer has not given you a response form that they are expecting you to fill in. And make sure that you read the RFP and use the RFP to add to this template. There may be specific things the buyer is asking for which are not covered in this template. First, a title page. It should have the name of the buying organisation, perhaps their logo, the service or product that they are buying, your company name, perhaps your company logo, and also specifically what kind of document it is. Is it a proposal, a tender, or for information? Next up, the submissions page. This might be their contact details, your contact details, what date you've submitted it, by what means you've submitted it, and also your declaration signature confirming that you are compliant with the buyer's requirements and that you have completed the proposal fully, honestly, and all of those kinds of things. Third up, a contents page, including a list of appendices and, if you wish, a list of the graphs and tables that you've used. Tables of contents are really important because they help the buyer to navigate to the part of the proposal that they are most interested in. An executive summary. See my other video on what to put in an executive summary. But please treat the executive summary with great importance and care because this is the main document that many people in the buying organisation might read. Include a section on the buyer, showing that you understand the buyer, that you understand their needs, any previous relationships that you've had with the buyer, anything at all that can show that you understand the buyer or you understand the industry that the buyer is in, anything that gives them confidence in you as the supplier. Next, a section showing that you deeply understand the requirements. So now you've reflected to the buyer that you understand them and you understand their requirements. It's now time to start talking about you. So the next section is your credibility section, where you talk about your organisation, your track record, your capability, your capacity, and why you are a good fit for the buyer. In some proposals, this is also called a capability statement. It's really important in this capability section that you include proof points. Please see one of my other videos that's specifically around how you can develop and build on your proof points. Your solution. Clearly outline your solution and why it is a good fit for the buyer and how it is going to meet the buyer's needs. Be really specific about what you're going to do and how you are going to help the buyer. A really good section to add is your fit with the evaluation criteria, showing you understand the evaluation criteria and perhaps putting in a table showing the evaluation criteria and how you fit with it and what your proof points for that fit are. If required, put in a section about price. Price is one of the most looked at sections in business proposals. So really make that section or that page work for you. Check that you've been really clear on what the scope of your pricing is, what requirements it's meeting, and also, if you get the opportunity, add in a few wee proof points. Really important because the buyer's going to be spending a lot of time on this section. After price, you might like to include a section, a why us and a solution summary. That's just really making sure that you are articulating all of the summary points about you, all of the summary points about your solution, and the summary points of your proof points for both of those. If you wish, it's also good to have a section on your specific value adds. So what is the added value that you are bringing to the solution, and is that included or not included in the price? It can be useful to include a section on the delivery timeline, just so the buyer is clear how long it's going to take you to make the product or to deliver the service, or whether it's available right away. A terms and conditions section is also really important. This can be either you accepting the terms and conditions that have been put forward by the buyer, or you presenting your own terms and conditions. But it's important because it gets you both on the same playing field. Then a section on compliance statements and documents. In this section, you will confirm that you meet the compliance requirements, and also, if required, provide certificates that prove that you have met those compliance requirements. And now, lastly, it's on to the appendices. In the appendices, you should put any information which is too long for the main proposal, or is kind of getting the flow a little bit clunky or anything like that. One of the things I always like to put in the appendices is, if I've used a lot of abbreviations, I then go through and name all of those abbreviations, so it's something easy and ready for the buyer to look at. Also, if I've got information that I want to show in a different way or combine in a different way, I might put that in an appendice. It's also where I'll put my client testimonial letters and anything else, might put product specifications, anything else that I think is relevant to the buyer's interests. So that's it for today. If you want to know more, check out my other videos, subscribe to my free YouTube channel, or go to my website dynamicproposals.nz for more information. Thank you for listening.